Ladies and gentlemen, we're live on the zone and we're all set to go with our next bout of the evening. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing present 10 rounds of action in the welterweight division. The action is sponsored by Betfred, Drip, Riyadh Season, Tom Life Insurance, Events 365, That Prize Guide, and Everlast. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge is Andrew Van. Your three scoring judges at ringside are John Latham, Reese Carter, and Terry O'Connor. Your timekeeper at the bell is Stuart Lithgow, and your referee is 8-star referee Bob Williams. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, she weighed in at 10 stone, 5 pounds and 14 ounces. Wearing white with gold, she has a record of 6 fights, 5 wins, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Newark, please welcome Jade Grierson. And her opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, she weighed in today at 10 stone, 5 pounds and 2 ounces. Wearing gold and green, she has a record of 11 fights, 7 wins, 3 defeats with 1 draw. She's the former WBO World Welterweight Champion, fighting out of Derby. Please welcome the Lion, Sandy Ryan.
Okay, ladies, protect yourself at all times. In the event of a knockdown, the person standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Interesting 10-rounder to kick us off on this huge night for the Northeast. Sandy Ryan looking to kickstart, reignite her career against the unbeaten but far less experienced Jade Grierson. It's a match-up set to tell us much more about the futures of both and the levels that I guess, Barry, they can aspire to. We know how high Sandy has gone. Can she go back there? And as for Jade, well, opportunity knocks here.
Yeah, I think for Sandy, you know, last contest she'll be disappointed the way she performed, because the one before that against Michaela Myers, the first fight, she was very, very unlucky, I thought, but it was a close contest. So she's shown where she can box and compete at, and I think there's plenty left in the locker. For Grierson, this is just that opportunity that you take with both hands, isn't it? To box a former world champion. If you can win this fight, you steal her place in those world rankings, you steal her step up to possibly get a shot as a title shot yourself.
Ryan immediately trying to get the jab going, that one to the left hand, and attacking the body as well of Grierson, who has not fought in this sort of company, but she is unbeaten, Darren, and it'll be a really testing but fascinating night in store for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, she's been very confident, but you're right, she hasn't even been near to this level. But Sandy Ryan, I expected this. I thought she may try and really grab this fight by the scruff of the neck. Let Grierson know you're in deep. This is my territory. You're just not good enough. But as I say, Grierson, she really believes this is her time to shine.
Callum Simpson's just taken his seat at ringside. The other end of the front row is Katie Taylor. So we have got some great names in the house tonight, alongside Barry and Darren, of course.
Not that we had to give you a hint. Oh, good right hand.
You know, Grierson, she likes to be aggressive, what I've seen of her, and the head move's pretty good. I know you've got to not rush your work early in the contest against someone who's far experienced, but also, don't give up what you are. Don't give up on what you are. Be confident what you do works.
Some footballers know the truth. That hard work is a weapon. Used to live their dream, and then someone else's. So in a world of footballers trying to be the solution, what do? Football's got enough heroes.
Like, how you doing, all right? Great job. One another rinse? That's right.
Well, the return of the Mac, that's what they were playing earlier, and he is back in front of his beloved Northeast fans. I was chatting to some of them earlier. They are growing, and there will be legions here for him if he can continue the winning run and get up to world level. He's certainly got the ability, and he's got a tough test tonight to get through against Miguel Parra. That's later on. You're watching Sandy Ryan in with Jade Grierson. Grierson from Newark, Ryan from Derby, not too far apart, but Sandy coming back from trips to the east and west coast of America. Those double fights with Michaela Mayer, of course, the paint controversy and everything else that went with it. It was certainly an educational year for her, Barry.
Yeah, it was, but I like her. I mean, I think, you know, her style is aggressive. You know, she punches with authority. Not a massive puncher, but I think a spiteful puncher when she commits to her attacks. But I think for me, Grierson needs to be what she is. I think she might be giving Ryan a little bit too much respect here. She needs to be more aggressive.
She's up the tempo here, Ryan. I'd like to see Grierson just match that, but that's a nice overhand, right? You just see already, though, that the difference in speed, not just with the hand, but with the feet and the reactions, all in favour of Sandy Ryan.
It's a sweet right hand from Grierson. Hopefully that will give her plenty of confidence. The mum of Amani, who she's absolutely devoted to, but there's the speed and the tenacity and the all-round ability of Sandy Ryan, who was a stunning amateur. And although she's been a world champion, I think there's more in the locker as she targets the Grierson body really well.
And also, what you see with Ryan, just the change in distance. See there, stepping in behind the jab, so just punching through the target and take a little step back, make Grierson miss and then go in again.
She's got that nasty streak, hasn't she, Sandy Ryan? You can see it in her eyes when she lets shots go. She wants to do damage.
Grierson moved her head then, made Ryan miss, but because she didn't put her feet in the right place, couldn't fire back, so it was like almost a perfect movement, but just couldn't execute it.
Lovely jab, though, end of the second round from Sandy Ryan.
Just get it there, see how you look. You shoot the jab, you shoot the 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, step in, bang, bang. Okay, when you go with the tangle, bang your knees. Okay? She's right there. Don't go too hard. You set it up, and then you can get your hard shots, okay? That's a beautiful round. What do you see? Yeah, just touch it, but touch it. Don't touch it lazy. Touch it when it's full turn. Touch it full turn, and then bang, bang, boom. You know what I'm saying?
The left foot back on it.
Yeah, but don't go too far.
But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go in at a half step. Yeah, go in at a half step.
Take my feet.
Yeah, bang, bang, turn your head. You got it. Hey, one more. Come on, good job. And stop pulling out with your hands. No.
The gold and green of the Lions, Sandy Ryan in fight number 12, and it's the 7th for Jade Grierson, former kickboxer, strong, tough, very game, turned over in 2022, but this is a big step up. It's one she's called for, and I'm actually hoping that maybe Sandy Ryan won't be sharp enough after the Michaela Mayer contest, or it'll be an off night, but at the moment Ryan's boxing really well.
She had a good minute, first opening minute, Grierson. She got busier, she was a bit sharper, but straight away you can see, again, Sandy Ryan just showing the levels that she's at, the good variation, the spike in the shots. Look at that, looking for the beautiful right uppercut. This is good work from Grierson. She has definitely upped the tempo, Barry.
The difference for me is the footwork. Because you see Ryan, she got a bump to her step, she's in and out with her feet, so just in that distance and getting a bit more speed because she can push out the punches. And Grierson's on her heels, heel toe as she walks forward, so she can't get that pace in the punches.
I think it's the variety too, Barry. The body shots are really good of Sandy Ryan, and she's holding the ring like a former world champion.
But you're right there, Adam, but again, it all bases from the feet, because her feet are wider, so she can step down and engage those bigger muscles and make herself lower, so it gives her more lateral movement and upper body movement. It all sort of connected. But Grierson has the advantage. She wants to push forward, as Darren said, you know, she's trying to be aggressive, but the feet are letting her down a little bit here.
Just caught by a right hand as well, and blinking Grierson, body shots, head shots. She's really game and she's trying to get that jab going herself, but backs up on the ropes, gets a right hand off as Ryan turns southpaw. It's a hot pace, this.
It is, and it's being set by Sandy Ryan.
Paying attention too much going upstairs. Just relax. When she turns up, just drop. Bing, bing, bing. That's it. She wants to go, but why you're not changing your rhythm up, okay? Come on. Don't abandon that.
Well, this is a night full of hot prospects and hopes, and Matchroom's Leo Atang with as big a smile as you'll see around the business. He's a lovely youngster from York. He's up next.
Jabs, right hand downstairs. Come with the shots, bend it. Boom, boom. You touch your body. Come on.
We've already seen wins for the fabulous TMA Ayton. Cameron Fong earlier, Adam Macker as well, and Sandy Ryan a little bit more seasoned as a professional. She's only won 7 fights, which is quite strange to think, isn't it, really?
Crazy, isn't it, to think how much she's done already. I saw it when I wrote it down today in my note. I had to double check and think that can't be right. Yeah, I mean, half her fights have been world title fights, pretty much.
And I like the ambition. She's been saying all the right things this week, and she's desperate to get back there as soon as possible. She's busy. She set a good pace, showing us levels. I'd like to see Grierson a bit busier with the jab, change the levels with the shot, take that little step to the left as well, and look for that right hand. I'd like to see her just take herself off the line as she throws it.
Sort of loop it over the top, yeah.
She had success, didn't she? Well, she landed one rather in the first round, but it's there for her if she can take that left foot across.
But she can't get the speed in the shots because her heels are too much on the ground, aren't they? You need to be in the balls of your feet to push off a little bit more.
Orthodox southpaw, a rhythm Sandy Ryan is setting, as well as the high-octane tempo as well. She got a draw against Jessica McCaskill. It was Terry Harper, that victory in 4 rounds, that sort of catapulted her up. And the Michaela Mayer fights, the first one was really tight, second one a little wider, and yeah, Mayer just outworked and you a little bit too much, but no disgrace in that, and she's still just in her early 30s. I think she's looking really good tonight.
And Adam, you can argue, the McCaskill fight was disgraceful. She won that by a canter, I thought. And I thought she won the Mayer fight, the first one as well. So, a record and a legacy, as like people want to call now, could be totally different.
That's what I mean about the 7 victories. Bizarre.
Yeah, incredible. You mentioned Terry Harper there as well. She's done a lot of work with Terry in the build-up for this fight, Sandy Ryan. So it's been brilliant work. And another good round for Ryan.
Blood from the nose of Jade Grierson.
Do you know what? It's a step up for Grierson, though, isn't it? She's holding in there. She's not winning any rounds, and she's coming second best in most of the exchanges, but she's hanging in there.
Next Saturday, the highly anticipated rematch of that controversial first fight between Lewis Crocker and Paddy Donovan. The clash now for the IBF welterweight title. We're expecting 50, maybe 20,000 in Windsor Park, including, of course, our very own golfing duo of Darren Barker and Barry Jones.
We'll find our way on the golf course somewhere, won't we? Sure.
I'm Darren's caddy now. That's how he's going way beyond me.
I don't know about that.
Four rounds into this one, Sandy Ryan winning everything. Hard to give Jade Grierson even a share of a session, but it doesn't take away what she's trying in there.
You're right. She's had a go. She's just, at this stage, she's just been second best, and that's because of the quality, the level that Sandy Ryan's at. You've got to remember the pedigree that she came into the pro ranks with, very, very established amateur. And you can see it. And one thing that I noticed in that previous round, and I'm seeing already at the start of this 5th, is she's really enjoying herself in there, Ryan.
Yeah, Another shot right on the tip of the nose, and the blood from Jade Grierson, who is very brave, has got 5 wins, 1 draw on the slate. And this was a chance that they probably needed to take at 34 now, Grierson.
Some good work there from Grierson. She landed a nice right-hand left hook. And I go back to when, you know, you're oozing confidence and you look like you're enjoying yourself in there. It's horrible when you're the opponent. You can feel that body language sort of really being confident and in front of you looking dangerous.
It can be quite intimidating when someone's full of confidence and they've got that bounce to their step, and you can see the energy they have when you don't have it. But again, Grierson's hanging in there. So it's a massive step up for her. I think it's almost a no-lose situation in many ways. It's only that jeopardy of getting hurt against someone who's, you know, maybe above your level. But apart from that, the experience she'll gain, the confidence, the things she'll learn that Ryan's doing to her, that she'll maybe be able to do to another opponent down the line.
Yeah, the corner really encouraging Jade Grierson to come in and take the fight to Ryan, and this is good.
Yeah, good effort.
Really excellent. She's digging in, the 34-year-old from Newark. Grio, she's got a few fans who've made the journey up here.
Some solid right hands going through though from Ryan. Just to turn the hand over on those shots.
Oh, and a lovely body shot just whipped in, and she's admired that, Sandy Ryan. It's a tough night for Jade Grierson, but she's made of tough stuff.
You listen, Jade, what did you just say? So why don't you?
Again, lovely, strong, solid jab there from Sandy Ryan, and just taking a little step out then as well, make sure nothing comes back. Just knowing a little bit more, that ring generalship, the understanding of what you need to do at the right time. A lovely body shot at the end of the round there, and just acknowledging her own work.
Yeah, she like that one.
Admiring your own work.
Yeah, beautiful left to the body. That was one thing that was so evident early on when she turned pro, Sandy Ryan, a vicious body puncher.
A lovely shot over looking the ring here at the Sunderland Live Arena, formerly the Rainton Meadows. Paul, I think we were here, Darren. You were still fighting probably. 17 years ago, were you?
I was.
When Ricky Hatton
not that old, Ad.
Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather in Vegas, and I think the British leg of the Sky Box Office show was from here. Maybe Tony Jeffries was on it.
Tony Jeffries, yeah, former teammate of mine.
Where were you in your career at that point?
17 years ago. I was a champion of some sort.
Sandy Ryan could be champion again. Tough division at welterweight. Lauren Price, of course. Many believe the standout fighter in women's boxing, alongside, of course, Katie Taylor, who's at ringside tonight.
Tell you what, I like this matchmaking. Look, it's a fight back for Sandy Ryan. You see Sandy Ryan's resume there. I mean, look at the levels that she's been in with. That very controversial draw against McCaskill, Terry Harper, that was a very good victory. Then the back-to-back defeat. So she's proven how good she is. But this, where I go back to the matchmaking as well, she's looking for rounds, she's looking for a way back, but it also gives such a great opportunity for Grierson, Jade Grierson, to realise a dream, to kickstart her career. And yeah, I like this.
I agree with you. I think she gains confidence from this, even though she's been outboxed and outfought every time Ryan engages. But again, it's just you've stepped up a massive level here against someone. You've seen that record there. That could be 4-1. That could. So you know, I mean, it's against some really good fighters there, by the way. So you'll learn from this.
I think there's real respect as well in there from Sandy Ryan. She can see how much Jade Grierson wants this, and to take the opportunity that's been given to her. And I think, yeah, even if she loses round after round on points, it's a great learning fight for her, and she can come off this as well and go on to do good things, Jade Grierson. She's having a real go tonight, and it's tough at this
Look,
level.
Her stock has risen already. Look, no one knew who Grierson was, you know, no disrespect, but they will now. You know, she's shown she's tough, she's capable, and as Barry says, she's learned bumbles from
And
this.
by the way, her ring work was fantastic. By the way, she really, you know, to make the most of your opportunities, her ring work was really entertaining. She really full of confidence. She had a good go against a former world champion, a former good world champion, by the way. So, you know, it's just all positive for her. And for Ryan, it's about getting the rounds in. I think she needs to be a bit more aggressive now. Just show that quality now. Say, I'll dominate you from this to the end of the fight.
Be smart.
7th of 10, welterweight division. Sandy Ryan in the green and gold, the white and gold of Jade Grierson, who has put in bundles of effort and spirit, and she's made Sandy Ryan work for this, but Ryan has been right on point from the opening bell. That jab working well. She's moved from head to body. Her feet, as Barry pointed out, have been excellent, and she obviously really wants to become a world champion again, and she's got the ability.
Yeah, and look, do you know what? Another really good thing that we're seeing here, there's no hangover from those defeats. She's looking to get back. She hasn't dropped down a level, again, not being disrespectful to Jade Grierson, but, you know, when you talk about where she's campaigned, but she's been on point, hasn't she? She's boxed very, very good. She's not taken her foot off the gas. Yes, she could raise the tempo slightly if she wanted to, but I've been impressed with her.
If this goes the way it's going now and Sandy Ryan goes away winning every round, which it looks like it's going to happen, you never know, then she got to call out Lauren Price. I mean, I don't think she beats Lauren Price personally, and that's not just a Welsh thing.
What a fight, though.
It'll be a great fight, an absolutely fantastic fight. I think a domestic world title fight, you know, that's what builds you, builds the interest, gets the money.
And when Sandy Ryan ever in a bad fight, I think that's absolutely got to happen. And I think Lauren Price is exceptional, but she will love the test. She's had it twice against Michaela Mayer, and as you said, first time around was really tight. She could have got the nod then, and she had that horrible incident with the pains, and yeah, second time she got beaten fair and square, but Sandy Ryan is quality. I mean, she won a world championship silver medal on her senior debut back in 2014. I mean, that's astonishing.
It's madness. It's just not even real, is it? That's just crazy.
Another lovely left to the body, really turning the hips into those body shots and then changing to the right. Another good round for Sandy Ryan.
You're allowing her to survive.
She acknowledged your punch. She acknowledged it. When we've got distance between you and her, you tick, tick, tick. Just think like you're in the gym. You listening to me? Tick, 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 tick. You've got to do this, right? Once she falls in, then you've got to go for it. Otherwise, if she don't fall in and she tries to move away, take your feet and then make sure one out of the next 2 or 3 shots are real big. Do you understand? So it's tick, tick, tick. You get your feet in, then whack them and make them count. Yeah. Got it?
Yeah, that's it.
Listen,
Jade, you can beat her.
Dean and Chad from Suggy's Gym, and they're living every moment with Jade Grierson, trying to navigate her through this. She's doing ever so well in only her 7th professional fight. She only had 29 rounds of boxing going into this against somebody like Sandy Ryan, who's had almost 100 pro rounds and I don't know how many amateur, but a huge amount. The Commonwealth Games gold medalist from 2018, a spring to her step as she has 3 more rounds to see out here, and it's a good comeback victory.
This is what you want to see from Ryan now, to assert that dominance. Force Grierson to really fight back.
She's stepping in now, isn't she? Behind that double jab. The right hand's following through. Doing the right thing, Grierson, just weathering this storm at the start of this round.
Just planting her feet more here, Sandy Ryan, trying to get the power into some of these shots late down the stretch. 3 knockouts on the record. She can hit.
She just got to try and sustain that attack, I think. You know, she lands with a nice 1-2, just maintain it. Keep those long punches coming in. Force Grierson to maybe panic, make a mistake, get those elbows a little bit wide.
There's a nice smile there from Grierson to her corner, Barry, as if to say, look, I'm doing all right here. I'm into the 8th round against the former world champion, and I'm still with her.
And she is, and you have to admire that, but she is coming second best in every exchange here. So I understand what the corner saying, you throw, get your feet in better, then really do the work. And the throw is just to shorten that gap so you can move your feet to stop it from working.
But the defense of Ryan and the tempo and the jab, I think, has been great tonight, Darren, too.
Yeah, really sharp, switched on. Really shown us a bit of everything, shown how good her arsenal of shots are.
Good side there.
Where they're in the league.
I saw her beforehand tonight, Sandy, and there's just a look in her eye that I think she just wanted to make a statement here to remind the welterweight world what she can do. Applause from the front row. Katie Taylor there, Frank Smith. Eddie not with us tonight. He's in Mexico. Fabulous fight in store later on as well with Sugar Nunes. I mean, the DAZN schedule, the home of boxing, Darren, it is packed and stacked over the next 3 or 4 months. And there is Nunes against Christopher Pitufo Diaz. 12-round super featherweight showdown for the IBF Junior Lightweight World title. It's in Mexico. Eddie and Frank are split tonight.
They are. And Eddie, as usual, chases and follows the sun.
And you're in Sunderland, yeah?
I like what you've done there,
A couple of rounds to go. Sandy Ryan has won everything. 3 judges at ringside. Terry O'Connor just in front of us, Reece Carter and John Latham. And it's, there's no question, but the sustained effort from Jade Grierson has been fabulous, and she'll really come on from this, and she can hold her head up high. But it's a case of now whether Sandy can force a stoppage or will just go the distance, surely.
And as you said, she's won everything, but also she showed us a little bit of everything. Not being aggressive now in the later rounds, show some of her boxing skills on the back foot. The jab's been good, that right hand over the top, looks nice and sharp. So I think you know, this is just a nice fight. I think the next fight should be a world title fight. I think she'll get that opportunity.
Yeah, and on the flip side, would really like to see Grierson back. You know, she's proved herself this evening, but this is a good barrage of shots from Sandy Ryan, showing us again how much she wants this and how much, Adam, she wants to look good.
What's been impressive about Grierson, when she's taken a shot, she hasn't panicked or worried, has she? You know, she's just sucked it up and just kept the shape and tried to fire back.
She's boxed really well tonight, Jade Grierson, for her professional record, her later start into boxing, and to take this chance. And look at this against Sandy Ryan late on. This is a brilliant effort from Grierson, but it's the class and the experience and the knowledge of Sandy Ryan that's just proved too much.
Yeah, exactly that, Adam. Look, she's really had a go. She's tried to respond to the coach's instructions in the corner, but sometimes you're just in there with someone who's better than you. You know, it's sport at the end of the day. You win some, you lose some. It's going in there and giving your best.
And Darren, she was bleeding from the nose a few rounds ago. She didn't just shut up shop and not try. She's tried really hard, Grierson, but Sandy Ryan is looking excellent here.
And she's doing the rounds of the canter, by the way. Dictating the pace, going through the rounds quite comfortable.
Katie Taylor. Look at that. IBF, WBC, WBO World Super Lightweight Champion. We were all out in New York when she ended the trilogy with Amanda Serrano with a fantastic boxing display. She rolled back the years, and I will say, Barry, I think the one thing left on the bucket list is Croke Park in the spring, and it's got to happen.
But how long could she go on for? I mean, it just never. I thought the second fight, she showed signs of decline again. I've said that about 6 times in her career. And so I fancied Serrano in the third fight. I thought Katie Taylor won the first, and so I thought she won the second. I thought Serrano, she had too much energy this time for Katie Taylor. And again, she finds a special bit of magic just to dominate the third fight.
I watched that from the top of Madison Square Garden, right at the top, and to watch Katie Taylor's feet from up above was extraordinary. How she does it at the stage of her career and having boxed for, what, 28 years or something, it's remarkable. But I think she deserves that homecoming, be it against someone like Chantel Cameron. It's got to happen in 26. Back to this one. Closing embers of the Ryan Grierson matchup in the welterweight division. Sandy's boxed well, and Jade has boxed above herself as well. Yeah,
and she started this 10th round really well, Grierson. She did land a lovely shot though, Ryan, but she's really having a go. That right to the body has been a very effective shot. The left round that right elbow, Grierson's been eye-catching as well.
And the ring generalship from Ryan, and just know how to navigate, to put herself in the right place at the right time. It's what Grierson has to work on one ending is her feet. That will speed. I know some say getting the feet right on the balls of it will speed up her hands.
Yeah, perfect example there. Just falling short, wouldn't she, with that jab in the right hand, just need to bring that foot in, as you say.
Just get those heels off the canvas.
Look at this from Grierson, trying to get an uppercut going. Corner really beckoning her in. Sandy Ryan standing strong and tall, and a great finish to this one. Fantastic to see these two women digging deep in the 10th round, and they both gained from tonight.
Sandy Ryan can't help herself, can she? She just can't, you know what I mean? I could just coach the home now in a nice easy fight and get a world title shot next, but no, I've got to stand and trade in the last round.
And that's why we love her.
Exactly. But look at Grierson, match on a matcher.
No, it's really good stuff, and she's showing her toughness, Grierson. Also some real quality in there tonight. She's lost the fight, but she's gained a lot of support, Jade Grierson. Sandy Ryan back to business and looking terrific doing so. Lovely 10-rounder to kick us off here on DAZN.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. It's almost weird saying, but a win-win all round. You know, the stock has been risen from Jade Grierson. She can go and get further opportunities. Sandy Ryan now, no doubt, as Barry said, will call out somebody and deserves, I feel, to go straight back in now for something really, really meaningful, whether it's a world title shot or close to it. But yeah, good performance from both, I would say.
Well, earlier on, Cameron Fionn and Gavin Gwynn were having a bit of a fiery argument at ringside. I wonder if we could go to Wales. Gwynn, Lauren Price against Sandy Ryan. Come on, let's start building a show. Meanwhile, later tonight, we have an absolute humdinger. Nunes against Diaz. IBF Super Featherweight World Championship. It's a double dose on DAZN, as it is for the majority of the rest of the year. And Sandy Ryan will be hoping for another crack at the world title. A belt she's held, the WBO Championship. There's the smile from Sandy Ryan. She's a character, a competitor, and at 31, I think she's got all the opportunity and talent to rule the world again. Will she beat Lauren Price? Not sure. But it'd be fun finding out.
Shaking the head from Barry Jones.
Only because I don't think nobody beats. I don't think anyone beats Lauren Price. That's why. That's the truth of it. But I mean, what Sandy Ryan will do is give her hell. She'll make her work for it, and that because that's what she does. There's guarantee that. But I mean, who cares about that fight? She'll get a world title shot. Maybe her own world title. She'll make her own route. She's going to have to win a world title.
She is.
She showed that against Michaela Mayer. So you know she's world class. She's a world class fighter. She just needs that opportunity to get in that placement again to challenge for any one of those titles. Anyone she gets will help.
I tell you what, Barry, as well, we haven't said it tonight. A shout out to Michaela Mayer as well for beating her a couple of times, because Sandy Ryan is world class, and there's some great results from Michaela, who we've loved having over here in Britain. Fantastic fighter herself. Great to see the women doing such brilliant things at the moment. Jade Grierson's got a big smile on her face. She could stand tall tonight. But for us, it's Sandy Ryan, and it's Sandy Ryan wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. John Latham scores about 98-92, Reese Carter 99-91, and Terry O'Connor 100-90, all three in favor of your winner. By unanimous decision, the Lion, Sandy Ryan!
Yeah, round of applause from Jade Grierson, and she can take a lot of credit back to Newark. And look at this from Sandy Ryan. She was doing all sorts of exercises backstage beforehand, and she does the press-ups to finish off. She's she's a character, isn't she? And she's back, and it's great to see.
Someone's a Bernard Hopkins fan. Remember him in his 50s doing press-ups in the ring?
He did. Yeah, well done, Jade Grierson, as she goes out. Fantastic effort. Really, really well done to her. And for Sandy Ryan, she can look forward to big opportunities. There's Brian Peters and the team with her. Yep.